Welcome to episode number 1 of Lamp to Champ. This is going to be hopefully the first one of many different game improvement series that we're going to run on this channel. Since this is the first one, kind of just wanted to do a quick intro on like what it's going to be about. You might already know, you might not at this point, but we're going to be taking a journey from whatever rank we are. Currently, it's Plat 3, Division something. And we're going to be working our way together to champion rank, and then we're going to do that in Rocket League. You can join in as well if you'd like. If you're better than champion, you can definitely give me some advice or talk smack to me. That's fine too. It's going to be a lot of fun. I think it's going to be pretty hype. And we're just going to do a lot of gaming improvement strategies and hopefully find some generic stuff that we can use across like many games, not just this game, that we can apply to our next series and the series after that, and just make us all better gamers. And we're going to be working, of course, on specific like Rocket League mechanics and reviewing competitive ladder games as well, whether that's our own or some high level games to try to figure out what we need to do to improve, right? So let's get started with what every single project in the world should probably get started with. Let's see if I can do this right. Oh, there it is. You guessed it. We're talking about goals. Why should we set goals for gaming? That's a pretty good question, I think. If gaming is something that's like just kind of a fun thing for you, and you just enjoy queuing up and relaxing, even if it's ranked, if you enjoy just kind of queuing up and relaxing and not really thinking about it, then good for you. Then perhaps setting goals for gaming isn't for you, and that's fine. But for those people who are like interested in finding their potential, reaching a certain rank, or just really enjoy the process of improvement, setting goals is like pretty much the most important thing, the important way to start. Let's kind of talk about what are goals, what could goals be better at? Well, goals alone are not just the answer. There's a ton of different studies out there indicating goals definitively help people reach what they want. And there's a lot of reasons for that. But one of the big things is that goals alone won't do it. The other important thing to have alongside of goals is feedback. So you have to have goals, and then you have to have feedback, whether that's your own feedback or feedback from somebody else who's like an outside entity, something like that. Those are the two tools you need to help yourself reach those things that you want in gaming or otherwise. So let's talk about what makes a good goal. I think there's probably a lot of misconceptions on what a good goal is. Maybe how does one think of a goal? Especially like we all kind of know like what we want long term, but how do I make goals from like I want to be at C and I'm an A? How do I make goals that are like a B? I'm a pretty big believer in what's called SMART goals. It's like it's a system that actually helps you make smart goals. You get it? It's SMART goals, and they're smart. Okay, so it's actually an acronym, and we see it right here actually. So SMART. If your goal, or you're struggling to make goals, or you just want to make sure that your goal actually is a good one, this is a good thing to test it against. S is for specific. We want our goals to be easy to understand, and you want it to be like true or false if possible. You want no question on whether you succeeded or not, and it kind of goes along with the second one, which is measurable. This kind of goes along with specific. It's basically we should be creating something that is very easy to tell whether we did it or not, and very easy to tell what it is. So achievable, it's probably pretty obvious. It's something that should be challenging, but something we can feasibly do within the time frame and our current ability set and situation. Relevant is a goal that should move you in the right direction. So your goal should not be aimed towards making you a better basketball player if you're trying to be really good at math or something, I think. maybe those two are actually like related in some way. I think there's some geometry in there. I don't know. Anyway, time bound, your deadline. Okay, cool. So I think that's a pretty good framework for just like setting that up. As a good example here, I'm just gonna kind of lay out some goals for the stream for myself, for what I want to do for the next little while. If you're struggling to create some goals for yourself, maybe this will help you understand what you can do to try to make some goals for yourself and get some things accomplished. I like to do 3 tiers of goals. I like long-term goals, which is like kind of like a vision or the direction that you want to go. It's like a really big long-term goal, probably like at least a year out, probably longer than that. And then I like the medium-term goals, which is kind of like I think of these as kind of like story arcs a little bit, or like a longer quest. And then the short-term goals, those are like your reoccurring like daily or weekly quests, right? If you're referring to gaming terminology. And I like those 3 because you need vision. So the long-term goal covers that for you. And you need kind of some medium check-ins. Like obviously you don't want your only goal to be like 5 years out. You need some milestones, checkpoints along the way. And then you need your reoccurring repeatable tasks to complete those medium-term goals. So those 3, I think, work really well together for me. Keep in mind, everybody's different. The important thing is if you do, start setting goals for yourself and failing, is just to keep going. Iterate on it, try to figure out what system works for you, do your own research. There's a ton of stuff out there on setting goals. I'm by far not the biggest expert, so just keep at it. Keep setting goals for yourself and keep working at what you want. Let's go through my goals, because this is kind of fun for me and kind of is going to outline what we want to do in the next while. So my long-term goals here, I want to achieve the top 2 to 5% of ranked players in 4 different games within the next 4 years. I think honestly I could probably do this faster, but maybe not. I think that's it's a pretty good goal. I'm not sure if I can achieve it or not, or it might be too easy. And then my second long-term goal is within the next year is I want to help at least 1,000 people become better gamers in some way or another. So whether that's through YouTube, through streaming, through another medium, I just want to have some resources out there to help some people, or help people in general, be better gamers if that's what they want to be. And then my medium-term goals, obviously achieve champion rank in competitive 2v2 Rocket League. I'm being super specific there. You notice that. We're going to aim to do that by January 1st of next year. We're going to create some non-game specific improvement frameworks or systems to help people. So that's kind of helping me get to my long-term goal of helping 1,000 people, right? That's going to be a year out as well, May 1st, 2022. So those two kind of coincide. And then the short-term reoccurring dailies here, I'm going to split these into 2 segments just because I have kind of two different paths I'm working on simultaneously. So I want to stream, I want to be here 2 times a week. I want to be on time 2 times a week. And I'm going to edit and post 1 just straight up VOD YouTube video a week. So some sort of gaming improvement content, I want to post that to YouTube once a week. And then gaming, so this is to help me get better at Rocket League and help further our quest of champ. I'm going to at least play an hour of Rocket League a day. Of that hour, I'm going to warm up and do drill work for at least the first 20 minutes prior to queuing. So that includes like free play, doing some of the ring challenges, dribbling challenges, stuff like that. And then every week, I'm going to try to watch 5 hours of Grand Champ or above Rocket League footage. And then we're going to spend 1 stream a month, or we're going to just chill out, one stream a month, and review our progress, see how we've done, see where we're at, where we started from. And this kind of segues into the last closing point here that I have is, we talked about feedback before, and I just want to reiterate how important it is to have like these checkpoints that you visit and review your progress as you go, adjust, keep yourself accountable. And it can be yourself if you're like a super self-accountable person. I don't know if that's actually a word, but I'm going to use it right now. You may want to involve somebody else too to help you stay accountable. And hopefully in that reoccurring review that you do of yourself, hopefully you're like basking in success. But then, it's okay that if you failed and you're using that time to put yourself back on the horse too. Either way is good. But the most important thing is just to get in the habit of evaluating yourself. That's it. That's like the most important skill that you can learn.